Hello and welcome to My Own Worst Enemy. It is time for another unboxing. And this time we're going to be looking at Imperium, Empires in Conflict, Worlds in the Balance from Game Designers Workshop. And if Game Designers Workshop sounds familiar, that's because that's who did Traveler, the role-playing game. And this game actually is in that universe, so I don't know how, there's nothing on the back of the box. I don't know how closely it links to Traveler, the role-playing game. Not sure. This is more of a combat game between the Terrans and the Imperium, so there's not much in this box, it looks like. This was a used copy that I bought, so hopefully everything's here. I see 1d6, so that's kind of odd. We'll take a look at the counters in a second. And here is the rule book. Let's get that out of the way. It is a copyright 1977, and this rule book feels like a 1977 rule book. Heavy paper, not glossy, a lot of verbiage and no illustrations or examples or anything that I can see. Not a lot of rules though. Civil War table, peace table. So yeah, peace table. As I understand it, you can have peace break out at times while you're fighting the war. So that could be interesting. What else is in here? We have, it's like a player's aid card, maybe two player's aid cards. Yep, they're identical. So you get your combat tables and just some more color codes for the worlds, I'm assuming. Looks like there's intervention tables, production tables, and those kinds of things. So it's player's aid cards. So for some reason you get a blank heavy cardboard sheet. I'm always mystified when I pull one of those out of a game. This must be the map, and this, I guess whoever owned this game decided to save the counter sheet borders, the sprues, for some reason. I don't really know why. Okay, so let's take a look at the map real quick. Not a very big map. All right, it has a small map. Gets the job done though. I mean, you can clearly see the star systems. Secondary systems are denoted by the squares, it looks like, and I can see I have played Traveler, and I'm assuming these are the jump routes. Well, there you go, jump routes. So those are jump routes you're probably going to follow with your fleets. And other than that, I don't really see a whole lot on this map. Resource, units, and a turn record chart. And so let's take a look at the counters now to see what we get. And it looks like you get a very Starfleet Battles vibe from these counters. Oops, there's another die in there. There's a red D6. So there's a white D6 and a red D6 so far. I don't know if there's any more in there or not. And like I said, this was a used game. I'm hoping that all the counters are here. We'll just pull a few out. See what we get. And actually, there's a good sign right off. So there's a typically when you get these older war games, and even some of the newer ones, you'll get blank counters. The fact that that's in here is a good sign. I'm hoping that means that all the counters are in fact here. And whoever punched these did not do a very good job. I see paper sticking off of that one, and these all need to be clipped. So there's going to be some clipping going on at some point. Getting a very Starfleet Battles vibe from these counters. I mean, that almost looks like a Gorn ship, and that looks almost like a Tholian ship. I'm mixing up my franchises. So we don't want to do that. So there you go. Just a very quick unboxing. Not a lot in the box. It should be an interesting game to try out. Like I said, it's what happens basically is, the premise of the game is you are the Terrans, I guess, or the Imperium. And basically the Terrans they've reached the point where they're starting to expand into the galaxy. And of course they run right into the Imperium. And you're not fighting, the Imperium directly, the Emperor. You're fighting a region of the Imperium that's run by some other lord or something. And I imagine that lord is on a planet somewhere out here, and the Imperium is trying to stop the Terrans from spreading out and taking over their colonies. And if I saw in the rule book, it looks like you could. I thought I saw a section where it looked like you could ask for Imperial appeals. So you could probably request, well, there I can see any 3 ships granted. So I guess you can appeal to the Emperor of the Imperium to, hey, I need some help over here to keep these Terrans down. And that's it. There you go. So, and there I said, there's war and peace. you can be fighting a war and then go into some turns of peace, it looks like. I've never played a war game where you could do that. So that could be interesting. That's it. All I wanted to show you. As always, thank you for watching. If you like what I do, please consider liking and subscribing. And that kind of thing will encourage me to continue making these videos and doing some playthroughs. So thank you as always.